Welcome back. AAA is leading a nationwide drive to fight hunger, and I'm joined now by Elizabeth Carey with how this is impacting our local community. Welcome, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Of course. Now, you recently had your Week of Impact, so tell us a little bit about that, how it went, and what AAA did for some local organizations.
Yeah, so AAA kicked off this hunger initiative to address food insecurity across the entire country. So at our local AAA, Western and Central New York, we got to work during that Week of Impact, volunteering at Feedmore, Western New York, and then we also had people volunteering in Rochester and Syracuse at those food banks. So really putting volunteer work in, packing up boxes. It was our job to pack 15-pound boxes for families so they can come and get supplies for their home. So you wanted to put not just all canned goods in it, but a mixture so they could make a meal with it, and there were a different variety of food items there. And it was really rewarding to be able to get together and have that teamwork and be able to help out.
I'm sure. And how much was actually donated to Feed More Western New York from that week?
So we're still collecting, but right now we're about halfway through our goal. We have over 500 pounds of food and about $1,000. So we want to make sure we get at least 1,000 pounds of food or $2,000. And we also made a corporate donation as well, but we definitely would love to exceed our goal.
And where are you collecting for people to get involved and help out?
Yeah, so we're making it really easy. At every AAA branch, there's a bin, and so you can just go in and drop off food donations or just go to the reception desk and hand in cash or credit card and make a monetary donation that way. So, you know, AAA Orchard Park, Kenton, also Amherst, whatever's closest to you, we're trying to make it as easy as possible so people can pop in. Hey, if you want to pick up a triptych on the way, that's up to you, too.
There you go. Yeah. Make it a double whammy. Let's talk about the specific items you're looking to collect with this drive.
Yeah, non-perishable food items, because we're going to collect through the end of July, through July 31st. So we want to make sure everything is still fresh, nothing's expired, and, you know, there's nothing that's perishable. And then we'll have all those deliveries over to Feedmore Western New York to tally up the grand total and weigh it all.
Okay, very exciting. And we love that communities and organizations like AAA are taking time to give back and better our community in such a big and impactful way. But what you guys are really the expert at is the travel, and tomorrow is obviously the 4th of July. Let's talk about what travel will look like through the weekend.
Yeah, so this year, AAA expects record-breaking travel. Some people are already on their vacations, but some heading out now for the long weekend. So we expect 72.2 million people to travel for the 4th of July.
Whoa.
I know. If everyone just gave $1 to the nationwide food driver, one can of food, imagine the impact that we could make of all these people that are out traveling. So the roads and the airports are going to be busy.
Okay, so why is it looking like travel is expected to increase so much?
Well, there's a few different things driving it. And, you know, we've talked about this trend before where people just want to be with their family, their loved ones, make memories. Like, every time they have an opportunity, with 4th of July on a Friday, hey, a long weekend, let's go somewhere, let's get together. So people are going to be gathering locally, but also the 72.2 million is people traveling 50 miles or more away from home.
Whoa.
And there's some other motivators tied to 4th of July. It's beaches, fireworks, and cruises. Those are the top 3 motivators for travel this week.
Don't I wish I was on a cruise this weekend.
Sounds good.
Okay, so are we expecting more people to be driving or flying?
Well, air travel is going to set a new record, so airports are going to be busy. However, the majority of the people, about 85% of travelers, will travel by car. So that good old-fashioned road trip is still really popular. We're seeing people going to East Coast beaches, Myrtle Beach, the Outer Banks, all up and down the East Coast. And then right here in New York, a lot of people going to the Finger Lakes, the Thousand Islands, the Adirondacks.
Yeah, so a lot of Western New Yorkers seem like they'll be traveling out of Western New York this weekend. So that's a good thing to note, right?
Yeah, and we might be getting a lot of visitors coming in to go to Niagara Falls and more. You know, people flock to different waterways and want to have different experiences when they can.
Do you have any tips for traveling? I know you have your big ones with it being such a high travel time, and also with a lot of people flying, getting there early is obviously the big one.
Yeah, that's so important. And you have to think about it. It's so much different. If you're traveling by air, the early morning at the airport is the busiest time. So be prepared for that. But if you're traveling by car, it's best to leave early in the morning because we're going to see more traffic congestion in the afternoon and the evening.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep those tips in mind. Any other tips that you have for people as they're heading out this holiday weekend?
Yeah, of course we want it to be a safe holiday for everyone. So whether you're going to the airport or a picnic or a beach or going on a road trip, just make sure, you know, you have your directions, your GPS plugged into the car first so you're not distracted. And of course, having a designated driver, weather and being safe. We expect a lot of cars to break down on the 5th, the day after 4th of July.
Okay.
So we're preparing for that. So if you see a broken down car, slow down, move over. Same goes for any rescue crews on the side of the road, so we can all have a safe holiday.
Alrighty, Elizabeth, thanks so much for coming in, getting us ready for 4th of July weekend. Viewers, if you'd like to learn more about this campaign and all of the ways AAA is keeping our local community safe, you can visit westerncentralnyAAA.com. Thanks again for coming in.
Yeah, thank you. Happy 4th of July.